Okay everybody, today I'm going to step out of my box a little bit and show you what we made for Thanksgiving. We didn't make pie, we made a gluten-free and vegan pumpkin pie bars. Only I didn't use pumpkin, I used butternut squash that we harvested from the farm. So some of the things you're going to see today are a little different, like my old-time food processor that's ancient, but it works, it still works, so that's what I use. Let's get started. So the recipe has two parts. It has a crust and it has a filling. For the crust, we're using old-fashioned rolled oats, not instant. Almond meal, this is ground almonds in here. Flax meal, ground flax in there. Cinnamon, tiny bit, salt, and pitted dates, chopped. Well, this is what I have. I have pitted dates, but not chopped. So, in the food processor went the pitted dates. I've made them chopped, and then I'll add the rest and be back because this thing is super loud. Alright, in the ancient food processor is cinnamon, salt, flax, ground flax, there, and this is the ground almonds, and underneath is the oatmeal, and the dates are in the bottom. This needs to be the crust, so when you squeeze it, you want it to stay together. So if this isn't enough dates, I'll add more so that it forms a very firm crust, enough that we can press it into this pan for the crust. Well, it wasn't like the last time I made it, so I added a little bit of melted coconut oil to the food processor, and that feels more moist. It was I pressed it in and it was just too crumbly, and I didn't want it to break apart when I cut the squares and served them. So you press it in, and once you have it pressed in the pan the way you like, I still have some more that I'm going to add. Then you refrigerate it while you're making the filling. And goes the butternut. And this was roasted with the seeds in it because it's so easy to scoop them out once they're already roasted, the whole. I cut the squash in half, and I don't scoop out the seeds until it's roasted. Just easier. Okay, everything goes in except the coconut flour will go last, and I will sift that. So spices, sweetener, vanilla and almond. I'm gonna work this a little before I put in the coconut oil because it's cold, and cold will solidify that melted coconut oil really fast and not be fun in this pumpkin. Smells just like pumpkin pie mix. Still cold though. I should have let it get to room temperature. Well, I'm trying it. Hopefully we'll do it fast, it'll work. It worked. I like to sift coconut flour because it tends to get too lumpy and they don't break up really fast. So in the sifted flour goes. Coconut oil and coconut anything is so good for you. Been cooking with it for years. It's good brain food. It's a little thick. I'm gonna just do a dash. Agave is really sweet. I didn't want to add more, but I don't want to add egg because this is vegan. I think all that maple syrup's on the bottom here. Not bad. I'm cheating. Adding more vanilla. All right, looks good. Recipe does say to put the crust in the freezer, but I'm not gonna. I didn't. I put it in the fridge and it was only for a few minutes. It's so cold outside. I could leave it outside and it'd be frozen in minutes. And I'm gonna fill this and then I'm gonna put a piece of plastic wrap across the top and I'm gonna refrigerate it overnight. And I'll show you what it looks like when I cut it tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Okay, everybody. The next day, get some light in here. Feels like pie. Smells like pie. Kind of looks like pie. Okay, let's see if the trick works. Now I'm taking this to someone's house tonight, so I'm cutting it and not eating it. But I want to cut it so you can see. I'm just going to cut one piece. It's kind of shadowy in here. Can you see what it looks like? It looks like a delicious pie square to me. You see that crust? And you don't have to use almonds. You could use almonds and pecans. I'm not super fond of walnuts, so I wouldn't use walnuts. But the first time I made it, there were ground almonds and ground pecans in it, which is a really nice flavor with the pumpkin or squash. Anyway, that's how it turns out. For me, if I were to eat this right now, I would stop the vegan part and I would put Ready Whip on it. Not Cool Whip, I would put real whipped cream on it. I've actually never made coconut whipped coconut whipped cream, but I've seen it done in videos and it looks amazing and delicious, and I love coconut cream and coconut milk, so that would not be a problem for me. But anyway, that's what it looks like. Thanks for watching.